Hi, I'm Leroy Spratsfield, and welcome to Iron Street Productions' very first presentation of In the Spotlight. Today we are taping at the wonderful Grey Goose at the downtown historic Hampton. The Grey Goose is a wonderful tea room that you can stop by for breakfast, lunch, and sometimes even dinner. You can visit them at 101 West Queens Way in Hampton, or you can call them at 723-7978. Today we'll be discussing our season opener, Race by David Mamet. I have with me today Tynika Flight, who is the lead producer for our ISP Live program, and Jeff Jones, who is starring in the role of Hank Brown in the show. Welcome. One of the things that, I'll be honest, when I read it, I always get the Samuel French catalog, and so when I saw the title, and I saw the picture, I was intrigued. I was just like, oh dear, here we go. Okay, what is this about? And you know, David Mamet, you kind of get in your head, okay, well, oh, it's going to be edgy, or so I ordered it, and when I read it, I was really kind of blown away at the fact that it was not what I expected at all.
It is not a play that is beating the horse of race to death again. A lot of people will probably see that and they'll say, oh my gosh, you know, haven't we talked about the issue of race enough? Haven't we done this to death? Haven't we finished with this? Or haven't we moved on? And I think that especially since it deals in a professional setting with people who are supposed to be the most PC, you find that there are clearly some issues that we still need to talk about race and gender.
I'm actually really excited about this production. One, because I live in the corporate world, and you know, there's a lot of taboos. Can't say this, can't say that, but we know it's being said. And I think what I like most about this drama is that they have to get together in a place where work has to get done. Something has to be accomplished. So can you put all of these idiosyncrasies on the back burner, at least for a while, to get through this case? And if you can't put them on the back burner, what are you going to do about it? Also, what do you do when you get in an environment where you can say it?
Right.
How vehement will you be? How loud will you be? How excited will you be? It's like, ooh, finally I get to say these things, right? Because I'm in this safe environment. So it's really, there'll be some people sitting out there saying, I wish I could get in one place where I could say this stuff because I got some things to say.
I thought that this did a very good job of being honest. Yeah. And I also found it very interesting who says what.
Yes.
All these roles kind of flip-flop. We start off one way, and by the time we get to the end of the show, it's kind of revealed that what people really think deep down inside versus what they actually say on the outside.
That's so true. I think that the other thing that I love about Race is that it's a very small cast, but it's diverse. There are 2 white males, 1 black male, and 1 black female, and they bring each to the stage something very expected, but also things that are very, very unexpected of what we consider the norm for that class or that race, and the norm always can be couched in stereotypes. So you have to be really careful with that. This is my introduction to David Mamet, and I was an English major when I was in college. And there are just some beautiful ways that he puts together things. So one of the things for me is that even though some of the words might be uncomfortable, some of the things that get said are uncomfortable, there are some racy, no pun intended, words that get used to express things. The way he has things overlapped is artistic. It is absolutely beautiful the way some of these things get said.
One of my big issues as a producer was, who am I going to get to say these words? And it's not just about the language. I mean, seriously, we are asking people to say some pretty uncomfortable things to one another.
I can tell you, I struggle with it at first, right? Because there's certain things I do outside of the theater. But then when I thought about the power of the piece and what the story is about, and then given the fact that I grew up in the Northeast and this kind of language and dialogue across race is not unfamiliar, I got pretty comfortable with it.
I'm overjoyed to have this cast. It is starring Jeff Jones, Chris Hull, Deirdre Jones, and Paul Lawrence, who are some amazing, amazing people to see on stage. And I can't wait for you all to see what they do with this show.
When you talked about the great actors, I'm a baseball fan, and you have the major leagues, you have AAA. But when I got to the rehearsals, I realized, I'm in AAA, I'm trying to move up to the majors because the partners I have on that stage, I'm sitting there looking at them saying, oh, that's how you do that. Oh, is that how you say that? So I'm pretty excited about it. I think Henry and I have a lot of similarities, and I think I can bring some nuance to that role.
I think we've done a good job as a team of bringing a piece like this to the Iron Street fold, because one of the things that we started out, like you know, is that we wanted to bring more, how do I say this, grown-up pieces
Yes.
to the viewing community. We wanted Iron Street to be a bridge between, you know, community theater, college work, off-Broadway type things. We wanted to do a little bit more, again, grown-up material. We will be running the show October 14th through the 23rd at Thomas Nelson Community College. That's where we are in residence at the Dr. Mary T. Christian Auditorium. Friday and Saturday shows are at 8 p.m. Sunday shows are at 3. I would like to let everyone know that our very first Sunday on October the 16th, we are inviting the community to stay and hang out with us after the matinee performance, as we will be doing a community talk back on the subject of race and David Mamet's piece. We would love everyone that is interested to come out. That will be moderated by Artisha Green from William and Mary College. And that's something else that's new that we're trying to incorporate, at least one show a season that we invite the community to talk back about issues that are affecting us all. For ticket information, pricing, and details, you can always visit us at www.ironstreetproductions.com.